Howdy, welcome to my office, and welcome to another Chancery Chatter newsletter. I want to show you what my last week looked like. It was kind of crazy, but it was so much fun. It was such a gift for me to get to go and visit our students who are spread out all over the state. Kind of reminded me why I love my job. And it was great just to sit down with some of them, some one-on-one, some in large groups, just to catch up, hear about what's going on in their lives, especially as they navigate a college campus in this crazy time of COVID and everything else, and to get to pray with many of them along the way. So here's a look at how it went.
Hello, I'm Bishop John Brungard of the Catholic Diocese of Dodge City.
Before I actually left on the trip, Bishop asked if we could record a video in regards to the upcoming election and elections in general, and he thought the best place to do that would be in my office, which was kind of an honor, but I also thought twice about some of the things that are behind my head here. So I moved around some stuff. He came down, we shot the video, and I'll include the link for that in the newsletter. Then Wednesday morning, I hopped in the van, set the odometer to 0, and took off. My first stop was just outside of Lindsborg at the Coronado Heights, which is a great place. We have a lot of great connections there with Father Juan Padilla in Coronado, and it was great to be with these guys, these Hutchinson Trinity senior boys, to lead their retreat and lead them through times for talks and for prayers, and we also played a lot of Capture the Flag, so it was sweaty up there on the hill. After making it back down the hill, I drove into Lindsborg, where I met this man who was masked and properly socially distanced up on top of the pedestal there, and I also met one of our students from the Diocese of Dodge City. It's great to sit down and catch up, but before long I was leaving for Fort Hays, my beloved alma mater, to see all these students here at the campus center and then to attend a candlelit mass with them, which was just gorgeous. After mass, we went to Old Chicago, and students from the diocese gathered for some food and drinks and to catch up and in some cases meet one another for the first time. And before I left, I dropped off this statue that I found the other day, or really rescued. This is St. Francis, even the tag said so, but he was not painted in his own clothes, the poor guy. So I dropped him off with my brother, and I commissioned him to give St. Francis a makeover. The next morning I hit the road and got to Benedictine and parked in a place I hadn't before and saw a statue I hadn't before. And it was St. Therese. She kind of surprised me right there on her feast day, so thanks so much, St. Therese, for being there and welcoming me to campus. Then I stopped at the grotto and lit a candle specifically for some of our alum who live out here. I'm looking at you, Luke and Melissa and Katrina, and also to pray for all of our students from the Diocese of Dodge City. Then I met up with a handful of students for lunch out on the quad because we are not really supposed to be eating together inside, I think. So we took this photo kind of jokingly with all of our masks. Then I hit the road again and made it to KU just in time to sit down here at this coffee shop, which is kind of my typical spot now, and greet students as they come in and chat with them for a bit. And then before too long, I was back on the road to make it to this place, well, maybe more importantly, this place, in time for Mass with students at St. Isidore's, and then some super greasy pizza to follow with some students from our diocese. And if you're wondering, yes, my diet for the last week has consisted mostly of pizza, so feeling great today. I got up the next morning, drove to Salina, got a campus tour from Jasper, which was awesome, and made it back to Hays just in time for a Byzantine liturgy, and it was great to experience that there with some of our students and with my dad and my brother as well. Before I left, I went to my brother's house to pick up the commissioned art piece, the rescued St. Francis, and I think he looks much better now. Thanks again, Lake, for that. And I made it home just shy of 962 miles later. So the trip was great. I enjoyed getting to see the students, and I made it home safely, which I'm thankful for. And now I'm going to turn around and get back on the road to go to the fall convocation in Wichita with all of our priests and all of our curious staff. So please pray for all of us there as we discern and pray together and work together for the sake of the diocese. And also pray for my wife, because she's going to be going on basically 2 weeks with me gone. So yeah, I know she'd appreciate that. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one.